Hi kids, it's me Jen in my unglam state again. I'm just lying on a mountain of pillows that I made for myself and kind of on my computer playing freaking like I don't know if you can see this, but like Hot Dog Bush and a bunch of other stuff, and it's super embarrassing. But um, basically today is the 29th of October. And oh, look at my lovely double chin. But yeah, today's the 29th of October. Y'all are talking on WhatsApp right now, but I just thought I'd film a video. I was gonna let my hair down for this to look all like glam and sexy and oh, I just woke up from bed. But no, I'm sorry, I'm too lazy for that. Like, so basically, I would give you a list of things that I ate today. Um, I ate Yoshinoya for breakfast, which is really difficult for me because everybody was eating. I ate the fastest, obviously. I was eating, Terry was eating, our friend Shinha was eating, but Ashley wasn't eating anything. And I was like, and then she ate like some popcorn in the theater, but she didn't really touch very much of it. The rest of it ended up being eaten by Shenhao. She didn't really drink that much Coke either. She didn't eat anything in the morning. And I just felt like so you know what I mean? I was like so angry, but then can't force people to eat, right? Anyway, yeah, so I ate that. Then when I came home, right, it was like 2 p.m. because it's pretty early lah. We ended school at like 9 by right, but then we stayed there until about 10. Then after that we went to see the movie lah. Then like, oh my goodness, I came home and I was like, yeah, I'm totally gonna get my life together. Like I'm gonna, and I did for a while. I went out to the attic to go and like pick out some like children's books to donate to like the overseas learning overseas service learning program trip thing that my school was asking for. I love donation drives because it's like a really really awesome chance for me to clear my house. Um, so yeah, and then but then the moment I went home, right, I was like, okay, Jen, you need to distract yourself. So I did some stuff. And then after that, I was like, okay, I've done enough. I kind of want to sleep. So I took out my laptop and I started like watching shit and everything and playing Hot Dog Bush, obviously. But then after that, I got hungry. So I ate like a handful of Reese's Pieces again. And I ate like, you know what Betesol is? Like that pastry on the outside with like some sweet thing on the inside. I don't know what it's called, but like I think like marshmallow or something. I can't. Oh, I don't even know what it's called. But like yeah, I ate one of those, and I ate like those like Japanese, the really really soft Japanese buns. I ate one of those, and then I puked, and then I had a banana and another like Betesol, and like some more chocolate, and then I puked again, and then I ate again. I ate another Betesol and a banana this time, and now I'm kind of sitting with the feeling of digestion, and it feels quite horrible because I know that if I puke again, I will like be hungry and everything, and I hate being hungry, so I'm just gonna wait it out. It's currently 5:56. I'm planning to like just wait until this whole thing is digested. And when I get hungry again, I'm probably gonna eat some lettuce and some chicken or something, but I don't know. Today was kind of a hard day in terms of like food. I mean, it's not my worst day. I know y'all have had like a shitload worse. It's just that I'm quite irritated at myself for like actually having puked everything out and then feeling hungry again. And then I was supposed to do 20 minutes of exercise today, and I can like totally still get up and do 20 minutes of exercise, but like. Yo, it's me from the webcam this time on my computer because my phone just died from like low bat as usual. And then yeah, so on to what I was saying, I feel quite irritated at myself for like having eaten and then purged, and I could totally like go for a 20-minute run today, but I don't know. You see, I'm really fucking hungry, and I'm like, yesterday all I had in the morning was like a chicken thigh, some lettuce, some like pork soup with lotus roots and pork ribs, and that's all. And I was so happy because it was like what 300 calories total max. And after that, I went to go and run with my friend. Yeah, I thought okay, like awesome, right? But then while I was running, I was so fucking hungry because like I didn't get to eat anything. I actually packed like another chicken thigh and another like and more lettuce for yesterday, but then I didn't have time to eat it. Then I didn't want to like go to Nex and then like eat my fucking shitty like chicken or whatever, right? So I don't know. I ate Yoshinoya, and I went home and I had like some chocolate, so it was total up to about 500 calories of dinner. And I was like, Jen, you just ruined like your whole day. But then I exercised, right? But then oh my god, I don't know. I feel like I'm gaining weight, and then having Ashley around me all the time is like really, really annoying because I'm like, how is it that how can you sit at a table and watch people eat but not want to eat? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's really difficult for me to do that, and I don't understand why it is. And like, yeah. So today, sorry, that was my computer. Today, like, we went to go and watch this film called Our Times, and it was one of those films that like it's like Tifios, like you like critic technically it's not a good film. I mean it was like meh, you know, but like you just watch it for the feels. I mean it's like super cliched and everything, but I don't know. I enjoy watching it lah, cause it was, you know, like those typical like the nerdy girl. Then she grows up. Then she meets like some guy. Then he like takes off her glasses, and then all of a sudden she's really beautiful. Like yeah, it's one of those movies, but it's Taiwanese. And it was the first time I've watched a Mandarin film in a really really long time. So yeah, and then I don't know, it's really hard because Ashley kept going like, oh yeah, that's me. And then I was like, okay, but there were some parts where I felt like the protagonist wasn't her. I felt like the protagonist was more like me. But then I came to a realization at the end that was like, the protagonist was kind of a mix of Ashley and me. But I related more to one of the like, you know, obviously the girl has to have like two sidekicks, and then the guy has to have like two sidekicks, and then blah blah blah, like cliche, right? One of the sidekicks was like this girl who was slightly chubbier, and like she was just there for comedic effect, and there was no like real storyline to her other than the fact that she enjoyed eating food and she was a good friend. And in the end, right, she got with like the one nerdy guy. Like all of them somehow found love, you know. Like that, basically all of them somehow found love except this one larger girl who was just there for comedy effect, and then she was like riding on the back of a motorcycle of this like scrawny ass nerdy guy, and she was like, hey, we got picked to be on the same motorcycle, so we must be fated to be with each other, right? And then he was like, oh no. And then I was like, oh my god, I feel that girl so hard right now, like okay, I'm very frustrated because everybody's like, oh my god, you're not fat, and I'm like, I know I'm not fat, like I know, like intrinsically in the back of my head, like I'm not fat, but like when you have so many skinny minis like walking around you, especially in school, especially with two of them as your like really good friends, right? You're like, that's why I reached a point in my life, right, where I'm freaking bochap about everything, like you know, every time Ashley like frets about it, Ashley's like, oh my god, like my two like the two of you are so pretty and I'm so ugly, and I'm like, okay, I've reached the point where I'm like, I would tell her, you know, you are not ugly, stop saying that you're ugly. And she'd be like, oh my god, no, my face is so gross, and I'm like, I don't even care. Like I've gotten past that point. You get my feel? Like I've gotten past that point of like, oh no, oh my god, I'm so ugly. Like what will other people think? It's just like, mm, like I know that I'm not like the worst looking person in the world, but I also know I'm not like the best looking person in the world. And I'm not okay with that per se. Obviously, I still want to be like pretty and shit, right? But I don't know. I'm starting to realize that being pretty isn't like all there is to life. But at the same time, I still have this like intense desire to have like a nice body and make my aesthetic the best that it can be, right? But then I don't know, when I'm around people like Ashley who are just talking about it all the time, right? I just get so turned off because I'm thinking, if I'm thinking this about her, then what do people think about me if I just let loose and be like, oh my god, I'm so fat, like oh my god, I'm so ugly, blah 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 blah. I mean, obviously I don't think I'm fat ugly, but at the same time, you know, guys are more used to girls who are like, I'm so my self esteem is so low, and I'm like, yeah, my self esteem is low too, but I don't like go around talking about it all the time. I don't know. Do you get my feel? Is it mean that I'm thinking like this? Cause I don't know. It's like I've gotten to the bottom of the barrel already. She's like still on the way down, and then sometimes she will care, you know, she'll like walk past a reflective surface, and then she'll be like, and everything. When I walk past a reflective surface, I've gotten past the point of messing myself up because I know that I look shitty, so I don't care anymore. Like I don't know if you get my feel. I'm just like, it is what it is lah. If I have a paunch, then I have a paunch lor. Like I'm not happy about it, but I'm not gonna do anything about it, which I guess fundamentally separates us because she actively still tries to do things about it. She's still like, oh, I ate so much today, and I'm like, I'm done with you. But obviously I don't say it lah. Then she gets very frustrated every time I talk about it. She's like, oh my god, like, can you stop? Like, just let me live my life, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I wish I had as small an appetite as you, honestly speaking. She gets full so quickly Then I'm like, my stomach is literally a bottomless pit. And it comes from like years of like stretching it, from like years of binging. So I'm like, I don't know lah, maybe I'm just being really insensitive.